Hey, we are live, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. So happy to welcome you inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs. It's our weekly Momentum Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Monday, we'll be gathering here to sharing with you how you, as the visionary entrepreneur and life changer, could step up for your call and stand out in your ideal niche as a confident expert and thought leader to impact more lives. And today, our topic, and actually it's our 91 episode. Our topic is about you can never have enough content. How many of you heard about some people, maybe sounds like successful marketers, right? And they turn on the camera, they're sharing with you some fancy messages and telling you that you do not need hard work, you do not need too much content, you do not need all this kind of complicated systems or whatever, right? They say, oh, you do not need to create every day so much content. It's almost 24 hours and keep posting your content like that. But at the same time, guess what? I was laughing another day. I was watching some great my mentor's video. And those great videos in the middle, they will have many advertisements, right? YouTube will automatically choose those one, or those one paid the advertisement. So some people's video will pop up, they will tell you, oh, I will tell you this kind of short, almost like a shortcut way, and you will make a quick money, big money, without doing this and that, including without creating content, right? Maybe you are familiar with that as well. I was laughing. I thought, he's sharing this message with me through his advertisement on the YouTube channel, right? On the advertisement, and sharing with me, you do not need to create content. Then I was wondering how then do you reach out to your ideal audience to let them know your message, right? Sounds like it's quite funny. Then I turned off that advertisement and get back to my mentors, their wonderful videos, right? Those are like free videos on the YouTube channel. I follow them weekly to listen to them and get great values. So guess what? If you follow those, sounds like a successful marketers, I call, there are two different kind of teachers or mentors. One, sounds like successful marketers. They are doing business for money. Of course, they are also saying that they are impacting lives, right? They do help people, and but majority of the time, most people don't know them. Don't know their name, don't know what they're doing, unless you saw their advertisement, and they will teach you some shortcut to make big money. Okay, so those ones, if you listen to that one, it's okay. If you do not think content is important, if you think you do not want to take too much time or efforts to do that kind of a hard work, you just want easy, quick money, it's totally fine. You could follow those people, those marketers, and make quick money, and do not care about the content at all. So it's fine. But if you are here, if you read my posts and saw my shared message and saw that you are called visionary entrepreneur and life changer, you are called here to pursue not the success. Okay, the success is defined not just by income, but you are also pursue the impact. You want impact dozens or hundreds of thousands of people's lives, or even maybe millions of people's lives. If you are here, you feel like you have a really that kind of driven, like a burning desire and a call and a purpose to serve the world, to contribute to your values, your gifts, to help many, many other people transform their lives. And you really think that you agree with that, and you think the content is important, and you can watch Tony Robbins, Graziosi, Russell Brunson, Mylett, Myron Golden, all those are great ones, right? They've been teaching. They've been giving so much great content and free content. And like many mentors said, that you want to receive from the world, you want to give 10 times more than what you expect to receive from this world. So that's actually the true secret of any true success. It depends on how, like I said, depends on who you are and what you are called to fulfill in this world, and what kind of success you define. If you define make a lot of money, make millions of dollars of money, then that's success. It's totally fine. But if you think not just the income, right, or want some more money to do better things, but you also want that true impact. What is impact? Impact, I would translate it also as contribution. Impact is not just like you sell how many people, how many offers. Impact is more like truly you have that influence and impact in their mind, their heart, their soul, and really transform people's lives. That your offers, your services, right? Not even before your offers, before your paid offers, like your free stuff, your free content, really help inspire and transform lives. That's a true impact. Okay, so if you are such kind of a cold ones and you are here, want to learn how to create better, greater, more content, and you are at the right place. And today what I want to share with you, actually, quickly, I want to share with you some examples from my mentors and also some 3 keys how you could really use your content to make that impact. And by the way, before I jumped onto this live event, because normally I set up every week at 2 p.m. Eastern time, but at the same time I was on, like for example, Russell Brunson this week is his your first funnel challenge. It's not my first funnel. I've already built quite some funnels, thousands of funnels, but they have already like provided a new version, like 2.0. That's why I'm empty my cup and become the new students and learn how to use this new platform to like new version to develop my funnel to the next level. But they are invited some great speakers. They're teaching on the VIP Zoom. I was on a Zoom, but I'm also here now. I jump out that room and get into this room because I'm here to contribute my values as I promised every Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's why I'm here. So today I want to share with you the 3 keys how you can use the content really generate impact. And what does that matter? The first one is really create that momentum. Russell, I want to take Russell. Some of my mentors, I want to take them as examples. Russell is really the king of creating momentum. He just shared with us, by the way, before I jumped into this room, he just shared with us in a school. I think it's in a college or in a college. His score is only like average score is only under 3. Okay, I do not want to share a specific number, but it's under 3. So he's definitely not sounds like a good student. But once he get into this, like his business, he's super obsessed into it and passionate about it. He wants to create some change and impact to other people's lives to free other entrepreneurs. So from a potato guns, selling potato guns, like as a rustler, and to try to make money, and then he figured out how to really create a funnel through his observation and learning from all this kind of marketing ways, right? He found that a funnel is really a great way. And he learned it, modeled it, and find a partner to develop it. And now, after a few years, even within less than short 10 years, they've already been multiple millionaire and created hundreds of millionaires already, and really freed thousands of, really dozens of, they have over 100,000 members already, like businesses using their ClickFunnels. So they freed so many people. And he's the king of creating momentum. So that's the first key. Before your the content generate any impact, right? Use your content. You want to generate that kind of a momentum, or some people would call it like a buzz, that kind of a buzz. Russell is like that kind of like a bees, right? He's like so busy. Especially take this example. This week the 5-day challenge, the 6-day challenge is like building your funnel. He's almost live every day, and every day you can see his posts on Facebook and YouTube, everywhere. And through email, once you register his email, he will send you every day like 2 or 3 emails, right, to follow up and to just like urge you and to like provide some great messages and inspiring messages or testimonials, all from different angles. So he's really the king of making buzz. And he also created that kind of a framework he called hook offer. Let's say like a hook story offer. That's what he created, the framework to teach entrepreneurs how to create content to really make that impact, right? That's a great framework. Like a hook part is more like this kind of a momentum, and also the buzz part I'm sharing. So it's like I'm now looking at his challenge group. Every day it's increasing thousands of people. Last Friday when I checked, it's like let's say it's like 15,000 people. Through this weekend, He's not fully rested in the weekend as well. He's fully in that momentum and creating new messages, follow up emails, and videos posts, just a few minutes. But through this weekend, then I checked that group. It's almost like 20,000. So it's just within a short few days that increased the thousands of people there. So that's a buzz, that's a kind of a momentum you can really create. That kind of way people said dominant in the market. You want just almost like make that noise, that everybody hear or watch or see you, get that message, okay? That also reminded me when 2019, when I published my book on Amazon, my first book, Abundance Train. I just had a speaking at the Harvard Club of Boston, and when I returned, I brought my book. I sent that book as a gift, right, to those experts on the summit. And after I returned, I was thinking, and I was, by the way, just 2 days later, I need to go to China. I would bring my 2 kids with their grandparents, every 2 years. I bring my kids to visit their grandparents and their aunt. And just 2 days left. But I really do not want, because then if I stay the whole month in China, I do not have any access to Facebook or YouTube, everything, right? So I could not do any real business. I basically will mainly be there to accompany my parents and just connect with other people. But then I will feel like I really want to do something. I really want to contribute. It's just it's like your urge, your call, your habits, right? I cannot stand just living there every day, just living for living, right? You want to contribute, you want to inspire people, you want to touch people's lives. So I was thinking, how could I create something meaningful before I left? Only 2 days left. And I remember that now I published my book. How can I bring my book to be the #1 Amazon bestseller? That's almost impossible, like a mission impossible within 2 days. And I had not a big list and a lot of big needs. And how could I create that kind of thing, right? During that time, it was almost impossible. I was a little bit hesitating. Then I made that decision. I said, I must do it, right? And I don't know how I will make it, but I must do it. So I used 1 day, stick to my computer and learned some basic ways or strategies I learned. And I just reached out like crazy. That whole day I was my body was sticking to my chair with almost no moving. Even my lunch, I was just put some sandwich. I gave my kids sandwiches, right? I bought from a supermarket, prepared that, and I put into the oven and heated it and grab back just 1-2 minutes, right? Get back to my chair and eat while I was working on my computer. So I sent all the everybody, almost everyone I know in my Abundant Entrepreneurs group, and those people I have direct connection on my Facebook. I majorly use Facebook and also LinkedIn. And to reach out to people, send them this direct invitation. I put my a Kindle version of my book to be just 99 cents to give people that kind of a best offer. Right now it's a regular price is around $15, but for that promotion time, I gave out almost gave out for free 99 cents. Just let people to still invest, right? To a token for the investment. At the same time, you Amazon, you need that investment. It's not just total free, right? So I invited all those people I know and sent a message and whatever. It's a whole day from morning till night, till very night, and then after midnight, I started to pack my luggages, right? Prepare for my kids, for my own, for a whole month of international traveling. You can see how intense that day I was. And the next day we need to go to take the flight, go back to China. And then when I arrived to I landed in China and Beijing, I remember I need to transfer. And I was checking my cell phone and asking, because I could not access Facebook directly, right? I don't know. And even Amazon is not very convenient for me to access the status. So I was texting the kid's dad, asking him to update me. What's the status? How is some message? What's announcement from Amazon? What's my status of my book? Like that. I traced a few hours when I was transferring in China back to my province, Chengdu, to meet my parents. And you guess what? The second day, the kids that updated me. I asked him to send me a picture. My book get to be the #1 new release just for 1 day campaign. And that is a momentum. That is a concentrated momentum. You can create like dominant your market, whoever you can reach to, all the people you can reach to, okay? And it's just a really, like, it's a hard work, but it's totally worth it. That's the momentum. I was super engaged and focused, laser focused, I would say. And through the follow-up as well, like my emails and my Facebook direct messages and group messages, LinkedIn group messages, Twitter, everything, I used it. So it's very interesting, okay? That's the first point I want to share with you. It's really create that momentum, okay? Create that buzz. Whatever you want to launch, something you want to reach, some like high priority things you want to launch, you want to create that impact, you need the laser focus on it to create that buzz and momentum, okay? So that's #1. #2, I want to make it very simple, okay? Only 3 keys. The second one is deliver the value. And by the way, for example, Graziosi, I want to use another example. Graziosi, now he's a partner of Tony Robbins. I've been following Tony Robbins for years, right? I do think Tony needs more momentum now because he's been focusing on his live events and then transformed into online events through pandemic. But I'm still thirsty for his like daily impact. But compared with him, because he has already built up success for a long time, right? 45 years. Graziosi and Mylett is doing a great job now. They are like a second tier of a new, like second tier, but now the like world class leaders and masters. They are now creating weekly buzzes, weekly momentum. And for Graziosi, for example, for Monday, he also has in his inner circle, in his mastermind group, he also, because I'm in that group, he has been creating weekly Monday. He's quite committed, like 11 a.m., some kind of like messages. Normally he's within 10 minutes, brief, but it's very important. For example, I can give you some example. I have their direct message. Let me see, this Monday, he said, I'm live now. He's reminding us every Monday, okay? He said, I'm live now to keep you moving forward and make sure you go all in on your mission this week. And last week, his message is, I'm live now, help you anchor in the #1 thing you need to create a massive, sustained success. The week before, I'm live now to show you how you can start taking action today to make faster progress and achieve bigger goals. Did you see that? Deliver values, and very focused values that you should understand what is your niche, who you are helping, and what they are struggling with, and how you can help them. And their desires, their pains, and what they truly want to achieve, okay? And you bring what they want. So that's why all his messages, and you can see my messages as well, like you will never get enough content. It's really targeting my ideal audience, like you, visionary entrepreneurs and life changers, your pains, right? You want success, you want income, but also you want impact. And you're struggling with your content. That's where I want to help you with your niche, with your goal, with your accountability, with your content, okay? With your purpose and transformation. And so all these people, and Mylett as well. Mylett has a great YouTube channel. I want to recommend them. You can follow them, okay? They are my mentors. I want you to get the best value from them as well. Mylett have the YouTube channel so popular now. It's almost like now maybe the industry #1, busiest, like biggest buzz, and also like a very popular platform. Or most like successful people want to get on his platform to be interviewed by him. Every week he will release a new interview and invited all those kind of great leaders and successful ones, business owners, leaders, and entrepreneurs from different industries. He interviews them around like 40 minutes to 1 hour to get their juice from their life, from their business success, and also their secrets, right? And their challenges, their life journey, their wisdom. And it's so great. And he's been delivering that value consistently. Now I think it's quite a few years already. So his channel is building, it's like creating great momentum every week consistently, and also deliver great values. So that's why every week almost like I would follow him and get that message. So make sure that this is also like inspiration I hope to get to you. Never think you will never get enough content, okay? So, and also important is consistent. You understand your niche, you understand who you are helping, what they need, and you understand what's your gifts to give, right? What's your best like knowledge and your expertise, what's your values to deliver. So keep delivering values, like as simple as could be just like a post. I ask questions and get people engaged, or you can provide some other inspirations through your like articles, through your videos, right? All different ways. Live videos like Facebook Live, like I've been doing this Momentum Monday for 91 episode. I'm so proud, and I will keep doing this, and I will adding more. I will be adding more like content and great inspired. Content is not just content, okay? Content sounds like a boring word, content, but in it, different people give it different meaning. It's like the content could be inspiration, content could be life transforming messages. The content could be purely values, okay? It's like I call this like a purpose-driven and heart-centered content. That is the content that matters, that will transform people's lives, that really touch them. Like I will share with you quite soon, like later I will invite you to our next upcoming, like actually next week, our 5-day challenge, Make More Content Challenge. We will share with you the content purpose, content art, content science, content strategies, and also content movement. And in there, we will share with you 6 levels of content. The highest level is really that transformative content and really touch people's soul, their heart and soul, and transform them on the spot and give them that lasting impact. And not just like visibility, right? I call it visibility just for attention. It's a very basic level. It's just like those creating like first level, right? Creating momentum, get that buzz, call people's attention, or Russell Brunson called it like a hook. Get people's attention, that visibility and hook. But beyond that, you want to deliver values, right? That's the second point we're focusing on. Deliver the values that can inspire people and really is your purpose-driven message. And it's also your heart-centered messages. So that only that matters, okay? Not just all this kind of marketing or promotion stuff. You want to connect with people at their heart level. People would only follow or buy from those leaders or masters or teachers or mentors who can touch their heart, who can connect with them on the heart level, and they feel like they are understood, and they feel that they can trust this kind of teacher. They can trust, they believe that they can help them, okay, and they feel like they care them. Okay, so that's why I call it like purpose-driven and also heart-centered content. And whatever content you deliver, you want to bring values. Okay, not just promotion, not just pitch. Every day selling. So many marketers. All the messages, no matter how much money they can help you to make, all the messages is about selling. Then you get bored, right? And that's why really only creating the values part is the true contribution to the world, because that's the creative part, and that's adding the new values and the new creations to this world. So you want to focus on that. After you create a buzz, after you create a momentum, after you use a hook to get people's attention, you want to deliver with your heart, with your spirit, with your blessed gifts and talents and expertise to provide the values. Okay, and now for example, now I'm teaching you these 3 keys, right? It's really from my best practice, my learning, and every week, every Monday, I'm sharing with you the newest inspirations and knowledge and best practice I've already learned. So that is providing a value. Okay, so now the third one, okay, the third point is really the call to action. I'm now making it very like a high level and also brief, but some keys to remind you where you could focus on. If you get overwhelmed, oh, this is too much, but focus on these 3. You will not go off track. Okay, so the third one, how to call to action. And inside of our Make More Content Challenge, we'll share with you 5 different kinds of like categories of call to action, and use what kind of ways you can call to people into action. Not just offer, not just paid offer. There are quite many great different ways to get people into action. Okay, so you are not just all times just selling. Instead, you are just really contribute values and get people into your community so that you could better serve them. Quite some people, they need like a process, they need a like journey to be warmed up. Not everybody, even though you have a great messages, not everybody will fall into love with you immediately, right? So that's why we need a consistent and more content. Like some people told me, oh, make more content. Sounds like, who wants to make more content, right? Even that name feel like, oh, this is too much work. They do not want to do it. So maybe that message is not for them, right? But make more content is not just for make more content. It's really here to create your purpose-driven and a heart-centered content. It's really make more, make better, and make greater content. And all my mentors actually, including the most famous ones, like Mylett or like Myron Golden's, Graziosi, whenever they have some like big things, they will explore, like Russell Brunson, right? They explore different messages. Russell just shared that he created 150 funnels till he really hit it. He said not all the funnels make money. Of course, 150, right? So he had a few really made good money and really connect with people. That's why he created a challenge he called One Funnel Away Challenge. When you do a lot of things, and eventually something will hit. Similar, he shared his journey when he launched his book, like for example, what's his book? Expert Secrets. He wants to make that to be like a number one renews and like a number one seller, right? But initially it did not work. He tried many ways, and including then did advertisement and used like a Dream 100. He called Dream 100 partners to help them distribute the messages to create that kind of big buzz and momentum in the market. It's almost like dominant the market. Everybody can go everywhere. You can see Russell's messages. For example, they do the advertisement targeted. Tony Robbins videos, right? YouTube channels, all those like famous places you can see their messages. No wonder eventually he hit it. Okay, so that's what you eventually want, to really bring that call to action. So you want to bring this kind of all these kind of choices for people to get to you, and you need to try different ways. And even though you're successful ones, you still sometimes when you have a new launch, new project, you will still try different messages, right? To maybe when you get that level, you will be more familiar with like what will work and what will not work. For some of you, maybe you still like struggling with your content, with your needs, with your clients. You are wondering, where is my next needs, right? My next ideal needs. How could I get them to hear my message or know the service I can provide and can help them, right? So you're still struggling with this, especially for quite some of our entrepreneurs. Either you are new or maybe some years in the business already, but you're still struggling like how to attract them. And here is really the message is like create that momentum, okay? Laser focus the momentum and dominate the market, and let your messages to be seen, to be heard everywhere almost, okay? To reach as many places as you could. And also leverage your partners, okay? Leverage partners and Dream 100, maybe more partners to help you to reach to more audience, and then to really deliver the values, okay? Deliver the values through your messages. Share your keys, share your strategies, share the teaching points, share your best case studies, okay? And then the last one is call to action. Always never let people go with just inspiration. Majority of people with the inspirations, they do not take anything, okay? They get inspired, like they read a book, they listen to some video, and then after they cool down, even on the same day, like for example, they listen to the message in the morning, they get excited. If they do not do anything, if you do not invite them or provide opportunities for them to do something, by the evening time, people already cool down and get into their old pattern and do nothing, okay? So that's why if you really want to help people, you want to call them into action. You want to provide this opportunity, invite them into it, and then hold them accountable to take actions, to do things, and to turn that inspirations really into what they own and really into their own results and benefits, okay? So that's why at the end of this, it's already almost 30 minutes, so I want to keep today's just like not super long, and I will also return to Russell's challenge today, okay, through this whole week. And this next week is my challenge, make more content challenge. It's not just for make more content, okay? It's really for make your purpose-driven and heart-centered content, and to make that lasting impact, to have your income and also impact. at the same time, okay? Because you are called here to transform many more lives. So make sure that I will share the link, our Make More Content Challenge link under my videos. Make sure that you will join us, so that next week, the whole 5 days, I will hold your hands step by step to help you to decode the purpose, the art, the science, the strategy, the artist strategies, and also the movement, so that you could really master content creation and make more and make better, make a greater content, so that you could transform many more lives, and especially like attract the right ones into your world and generate the results you have been desiring for and also deserve for. Okay, thank you everyone. We look forward to seeing you inside of our Make More Content Challenge soon. Okay, see you. Bye. Keep the momentum. Okay, bye.